Welcome to Britain's Rare Guitars. We've got a very exciting day lineup today. We're at Patrick James Eggle Guitars, and I'd like to introduce Patrick. Patrick, thank you very much for having us today.
Hello James.
How are you doing?
Nice to meet you. Very well, thank you.
So take us through what you want to have a look at today.
Okay, we're going to go through our entire workshop. We're going to start off in the wood store area. Then we're going to go and see the production facility where the bodies and necks are machined and assembled. We're going to see how they're sprayed, and then we're going to look at the final assembly and setup. And also, we're going to look at where Faith guitars and Shergold guitars are checked over, inspected and set up prior to dispatch.
Great stuff, let's go have a look.
Well, James, so this is the machine shop. So we do all the wood machining, all the NC work, a lot of the sanding we do here, sanding benches.
Okay, yeah.
Right here we've got bodies and necks that are mainly built and not sanded.
Right, okay.
We've got, this is the body from Macon Single Cut.
Okay.
It's rough sanded. It's waiting on final sanding.
Right.
This is really nice 4A flame top.
Yeah, it's gorgeous flame on there.
So it's going to go in sanding next.
Right. And then if we can we get a close up on these inlays?
Yeah, sure. This is our kind of vine inlay, tree of life inlay type thing. Not quite so popular these days. Everybody wants aged and old and everything.
You go more off the dot.
Yeah.
Traditional inlays, yeah.
That's right. But this is really, really nice nevertheless. It's,
it's
gold mother of pearl and black mother of pearl. Okay, this is a spec sheet for one of our guitars.
Okay.
Everything that we build here has a spec sheet. There isn't like a standard model that we just say, oh, it's a 96, so we build it in that way. Everything has a spec sheet. So
right, okay.
It gives pickup format, what type of woods we use, radius of the fretboard, the profile of the neck, all that kind of thing.
So no two guitars are identical then?
Exactly. And right behind me, Sam is working on some pickguard details for the 96 guitar. We're moving the volume knob slightly.
Right, okay.
So that's another ongoing thing. This is our CNC router.
Okay.
Does a lot of the work around here. In here you can see that's our baseboard for our 96 pickguard, for all the plastic pickguards that are cut. These guitars are halfway through spraying.
Okay.
So here we've got a drop-top T-style guitar.
This quilt is stunning. It's so
thank you.
symmetrical.
Yeah, well, the symmetry comes from the fact that it's book matched.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really nice kind of tiger eye burst, I guess it is.
We've got matching. Presumably this is the neck
this
going
is
on
the
this
neck for this guitar. So there you go, colour match headstock and flame maple at the back.
one. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's
really
going to be
nice.
real
It's going to be a very
stunner.
pretty guitar, that one.
Real stunner, that one. They're sort of halfway through being sprayed, so they've had the first 5 or 6 coats. Okay. And they're curing at the moment. And then when the first 5 or 6 coats have cured, then we flatten them back, and they go back into the spray shop and have some more layers, as it were. Okay, that's a drop-top 96.
So this is spalted maple?
Yeah, spalted flame maple, and we haven't done anything with this one. We've just lacquered it.
Right.
There's no colour on it or anything. We just left that natural. Sometimes natural is best. Again, over one-piece swamp ash, very light.
Is this Humbucker P90 looking?
Humbucker P90, that's it. Soap bar P90, and it's got a floating trem. We have another 96 here. This is actually finished.
Okay.
So this is the grained open pore finish that we do.
That's really nice.
This one's grained black. We spray the colour straight onto the bare wood.
Right.
And that dries out, and then we put a very, very thin base coat over that.
Okay.
It sinks right into the grain. Then over the base coat, we'll rub the contrasting colour into the pores of the wood.
Okay.
Okay, and then clean it off, and then it gets a top coat over that.
So looking at this rack, is the 96 your most popular model, or is that Chance today that was?
Probably equal with the Macon single cut at the moment. This was a bit more price friendly, but they're both really popular, and we build both, I think, in equal amounts. This is a conversation that we have normally every day regarding aesthetics with pickup choices on 96s especially, and we hold all sorts of different pickup options in stock, and we like to leave it till sort of final assembly and look at the different colours and take a view on what's going to work with that instrument.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes, regardless of what's been ordered, we might change it because it just doesn't work with the aesthetic. So with this guitar, which is going to America, we're kind of umming and ahhing between the covered humbucker in the bridge and the white open coil, and I think we're going to go with the open coil.
Right.
Cars.
So was that the initial spec, or is this like a last-minute alteration?
This one was actually left open for us to actually decide at the end, and it looks like we've made a decision. So
I'm here with Kieran now, and we're having a look at what goes on inside these guitars to make them sound so great. So Kieran, can you just talk me through what you're doing?
Yeah. So inside our guitars, we tend to have the same kind of wiring for all our models. So master volume, master tone, and some form of switch. If we have a humbucker, we'll always do a coil tap. So we tend to use the tone and have a push-pull pot for this. We use paper and oil capacitors for the tone cap. We use a range of values which will match to the pickups that are going in the guitar.
Right, okay.
And we use paper and oil just because it's a classic type of capacitor used in all the great guitars. So we have a little resistor, and we put that in between ground and the second coil, or the coil we're going to shut off.
Okay.
And it allows a very small amount of that coil to come through in the signal. It keeps the pickup humbucking, and also gives it a much thicker and more usable sound as opposed to not having the resistor there.
Right, okay. Which you compare to like a hot.
Yeah, I'd compare it more to a hot single coil.
Right, so it's much more usable than your standard, which might sound quite thin on a coil cut.
Definitely.
Right, okay.
And we also use treble bleed circuits. They go on the volume pot and they make the volume roll off a lot smoother. You don't get any sudden drop offs.
Right, okay.
And they stop becoming too dark and muddy as you roll down the volume. So the volume is more usable all across the board.
Right, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really impressive. It looks so neat as well.
all the Faith guitars that are sold in this country, at least, come through my shop.
Yeah, I've seen the guys.
So we open every single box, get the instrument out, check it over, set it up, and make sure that it's fit as it should be.
Yeah, we've seen the guys that are working on them today, so they always reach the shop in optimum playing condition.
That's the idea.
So tell me a little bit about the Shergold. Is that same?
It's exactly the same deal. We do all the design work here, product development here. Because we've got our own workshops, when we're doing product development on guitars that are built overseas, we have the opportunity to build them here first.
You didn't really think I was going to leave without plugging this in, did you?